Hello guys, in previous lesson we have created our test cases using an Excel sheet, and we had use cases of withdrawal, and then we had titles, steps, but we could not fill in our actual result because we could not execute these tests. So in this lesson we're going to execute our tests, or at least try to execute these tests, and then see what we'll come up with. And we're given this console-based ATM application, and we are asked to do some unit testing for it. So the first thing is first, as soon as we see this file, probably the good idea would be just to do quick black box testing. So I'll just say run ATM, and then it gives me these options. So I'll just click, say, insert ATM card, and then it's asking for the ATM card. So but I don't know what the card number it can accept, because probably it uses some list or some array or maybe some database of existing card numbers. So I'm going to just take a look what I can get. So in Citibank ATM I have these cases which I can see that it gets some input from the user, shows some menu, checks for the card number and password, and then it takes me to the next level, which is a switch case, where I have check balance, place deposit, make withdrawal, which I need this one, right? In our case we need make withdrawal. So let's take a look further. So so I can see that there is a list of accounts. Probably these are the accounts that will be used, that is used for testing purposes, because this application I know that I was told that it's not connected to the database yet, so it has some list of accounts. So I'm going to go ahead and then try that. So I'll just say an ATM card number. I will just enter 123, which is the first account, and its PIN code, I can see it, it's 6 ones, right? So I'll just say 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, it let me in. The first thing probably what needs to be done is check the balance. Okay, so I got some balance, which is $2,000, and I want to do my withdrawal. Let's see, 3, and it says amount, so I will just say $50. So it says, okay, please collect your money, you have successfully withdrawn $50. Good. So let's check the balance. Okay, now it's less to $50. Looks like it's working. Okay, and then looks like it has these options, these cases, and these are all potential methods that needs to be tested in using the unit test. Okay, so balance, deposit, withdrawal, third-party transfer or transactions, or the logout. Even this can be checked, and maybe the login part, like when we entered our PIN number, that needs to be also unit tested. So but now, for now, our goal is to test the withdrawal. So let's close up this, and we want to test, let's see, where was these cases? Oh yeah, we had cases here, was execution, and there was a make withdrawal method. So if I click on this, it will take me to this method. Basically this is probably what I need to unit test, because Citibank ATM, it looks like it's a one huge class. Inside it has all these methods like place deposit, I can see here, and then make withdrawal. Okay, and even has initialization of accounts. It even checks the card number, password, it knows how to lock account, and then it allows me to execute and pick whatever methods needs to be executed, right? So if I look at the make withdrawal, the first thing what we can see is the console with white line. Says like choose some default withdrawal amount. So it is asking for the amount here, and it looks like it's processing the amount that the user enters, and then assigns it into transaction amount. So this is the amount that we get, and then that also gets checked for the division of 10 if the amount is greater than the balance. It should be greater than 0. Yeah, so it's checking for these, and then it's creating some transaction, and then in this line of 253, it is actually doing some withdrawal logic by subtracting from the total balance the transaction amount that user has entered, and then balance gets updated. Okay, and then I can see that it's printing this success message. So our goal is to unit test this, but just by looking at this, even at this point, I'm thinking that probably we will not be able to unit test this code because it's doing too many things in one method. Instead of doing a withdrawal, it is checking things, it is prompting some console methods, it is again, and then it's doing printing. It has too many obligations in this method. It's not doing one small unit of a work. Instead, it's doing many things. And then also, if you paid attention, it does not return any success. It returns void. Of course, I can go ahead and check the balance, and then make sure that and then make it testable. But if you look at the Mac withdrawal, it doesn't even take the amount from here. Instead, in console, it's asking for the transaction amount. So even though I know this code probably is not testable, I will be optimistic, and I'll go ahead and create my unit test just for the sake of that. I want to create a unit test. So I want to just say solution, and I'll right click and I say add a new project. So I want to just type in the test and see. There you go. We got Microsoft test project as the first option, and I will just say test ATM, maybe like first try or something. So I'll just say first, and I want to create this .NET 5.0 current, and then see what happens. Okay, so it created our test methods. So the first thing is our test project. Our test should run or compile. So I'll just say run the test and see if it can run the test. Okay, it did run the test and it is successful. Okay, looks like it's all good. So our test project is okay, it's running. The next thing is what we need to do is we need to get an access to this Citibank ATM class so we can go ahead and test its methods. So well, we'll just get the Citibank from here, and we'll go ahead and then let's create an instance of it. So I'll just say SB Citibank, and I'll say new Citibank, like that. And now obviously it doesn't know what Citibank is, so let's take a look at the potential fixes. Okay, it says add reference to ATM project. Okay, so I'll just say okay, go ahead and add. Now it knows the Citibank. So the next thing what we need to do is let's go ahead and create Citibank dot. Let's make a withdrawal. Let's call them withdrawal method. Okay, so it is asking for the bank account. Okay, so I guess I need to create some bank account first. I will say bank account. This, I say new bank account, and hoping that I can do something with this bank account before passing it. I'm going to go ahead and check what's inside. Okay, I have account number and I have a balance that I can assign. I have full name, PIN code, and that's it, right? So I could have give some number to it, like a bank account number like this, and so on. I give a name, some PIN code, and I need to pass it to this bank account to my withdrawal. So, okay, here you go. At this point, all I can do is just call this Citibank class and call this method called make withdrawal and pass the bank account that it's requiring. So there's nothing else I can do, right? Because inside of bank account I don't have withdrawal amount, and let's try to find out if there is something that we can do with hoping that, you know, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the amount that I want to withdraw. Sometimes programmers, they put it inside of the main class and then they use it as a global variable and then use that for the transactions. Well, it doesn't have that. It purely accepts the input from the user, from the console. So this code actually is not testable, and just for fun I want to just run the test and see what happens. I'll just say run the test. Okay, and it is running. The time has passed and looks like it's going to run this method forever. Probably it's looking for some it's prompting some console application somewhere, and we're not prompting, and we don't even know what's happening there. So all I can do is just to guess. So I'm going to stop this test. And now what's next? What can I do? I cannot do unit test. So in next lesson I'm going to show you guys how to refactor this code so it becomes more or less testable.